What's going on, guys? Zennosh here, and today in this video of Calibria Crystal Guardians, I am presenting to you guys a guide on a Beast Lord who is a dev-based hero unit and has a lot of dots in his arsenal, which obviously is gonna be so awesome for the Catacombs dungeons. And he also has some skills that are pretty much awesome for the PvP contest as well, which can make him a pretty unique and balanced hero. So before starting this video, guys, please do subscribe to my channel, alright? Can you please at least do that? And now let's get it started. At level 35, you will have a HP of 12,510. That's a lot of HP, guys. And defense is going to be 1183 and attack is going to be 826. Very good defense and attack for a dev-based hero unit, alright? And his speed is 86, which is pretty pathetic. But still, let's see like what sort of runes and skill build will pretty much help him to overcome or compromise this kind of low speed stats. So, first of all, we are going to start with the skill tree because obviously it's going to help us on determining what sort of rune build he's going to take advantage of, right? So, first skill is going to be the Abyssal Fire. Breath fire at all enemies to deal 100% of attack and defense. Guys, note. His first skill is an AoE damage. It's an AoE attack. Like, what the F? Yeah. Like, wow, that's a lot. I mean, oh man, this is so good. This is a very rare type of skill that you can really find out. It's an AoE fast skill. And there's going to be a 100% chance to burn a target for 2 turns. How convenient. Yes, this is really, really good. A burn on an AoE skill is definitely meant for the Catacombs, guys. It's too good. It's too good. And definitely, without any doubt, counter set runes is gonna help him a lot. A lot, guys. The next thing is gonna be his second skill first version, Black Hole, which I'm not pretty much a fan of. It's like an AoE attack. What's it gonna do is that he's gonna recover 2% of own HP for each burn effect active on the enemy targets. So he's really relying upon the burn effect to recover his HP up. So it can actually be a very good sustainability type of skill for himself. That's all there is to it. Not really that much of a damage based or a sort of skill that will really provide a good damage output against the opponents. Whereas for the second version of the second skill, it's what I really like. Blazing Hell. Summon terrifying flames to set all enemies on fire and deal 110% of attack and defense in damage. Increases the active burn effect duration by 1 turn. Like, what? Yeah, and burn the enemy for 3 turns. Jesus, this is good. So, first he goes with the first skill, burns the enemy. Ta-da. And when he goes in the Blazing Hell, he's also gonna increase the active burn effect duration by 1 turn and at the same time burn the enemy for 3 turns as well. Wow, that's a lot of AoE burn already. And you might be wondering what burn really does. Burn actually provides a 5% HP reduction of the target per tick. All right, so if you can actually stack a lot of burn on the target, especially the dungeon bosses, they can go down pretty fast no matter how high HP they have. So that's the main advantage of the Abyss Lord right over here. And you can really build him very defensive. You really don't have to build him so offensive to deal a lot of damage, and he can still get the opponent down in a very reasonable amount of time. The next one is gonna be his third skill, first version. Now this is what I really love. Passive Overlord's Prestige. 25% chance to counterattack when being attacked. Now, guys, counter set is always going to be so good for him. If he's going to counter really successfully, then he's going to make sure that the whole opponent mobs or opponent enemies are going to burn on a massive scale. That is too good. And if you can actually counter pretty frequently, wow, that's even better. And there's going to be a 25% chance to counterattack, and obviously provided the counter-attack rune set, he's going to get 45% of counterattack from those rune set. So this is pretty much awesome, alright? I mean I really do have him, and when I have equipped him the counter set, he does counter pretty frequently. And I really do love it whenever he counters. He's too good. The next one is going to be the second version of his third passive, Abyss Sealed. When being attacked, 100% chance to increase own defense for 3 turns. may only trigger once per turn, which is like, all right, for 3 turns defense boost. Whoa, that's good, but it's pretty much a passive type, and he doesn't actually provide it for like everyone. So I think the Abyssal is like, I think the worst version of his third skill, because it's pretty much solo, whereas the final skill is pretty awesome. Now this is the skill that actually makes him like one of the really best candidate for the PvP battles or arena battles, and even in the dungeons as well, depending upon the situation. Like, why? Passive, Abyss power. Obviously he's gonna be the Abyss Lord, so his power is the Abyss power. Like, what? Yeah. So 25% chance to absorb all damage. Wow, any kind of damage is gonna be dealt to him, he's just gonna absorb it. Like, what? Yeah. And dispel one of the enemy's buff with each attack, like, which is too good, because provided that his first skill is pretty much an AoE attack, just think that he will be able to dispel one of the enemy's buff with each attack of everyone. Okay, I mean, like, he's gonna like efficiently dispel the buff of the enemies at mass at an AoE scale, like every one of them, because even his first skill is pretty much an AoE skill. Like, what? Yeah, this is really good. This is really good. I really just like it. This is really awesome. If you are really going for the PvP or arena battle, this is the must-have thing. And the next one, if you are going for the PvE battles, then it's the Overlord's Prestige. That is really going to help you a lot, because like a lot of counter can really make him very, very effective fierce unit. All right. And now finally his leader skill, Arena. In Arena, he provides a 44% defense boost to all allied heroes. Obviously, with defense stats increased, there are so many units, especially the def-based units like Dragoon as well, or Popo. What's gonna happen is that like he is gonna boost up his as well as their damage as well. And also at the same time, he's also gonna increase the endurance of all your allies, which is too good. Defense boost is like hitting 2 birds with just 1 stone. It's really that amazing. All right, so that's the thing right out there that I really wanted to talk to you guys. And now let's move on to the section where we will be talking what sort of rune sets is gonna make him so amazing. So now when it comes to the runes, the first set that I'm going to recommend to you guys is the defense set, which is pretty much very basic. It's going to provide him a lot of defense boost, a total of like 45% defense boost, which is pretty good, providing him with extra damage output plus more survivability, right? So as a beginner, this is going to really help you a lot. Or you can easily go with the counter set, which I am equipping right now to him. Counter set is pretty amazing, providing him a total of 45% counter status, and obviously with his like third passive, he's gonna get 25% additional counter from there as well. So that will make him a really awesome countering machine. And with every counter, he can inflict the burn on all the targets, which is even more sweet. Or with his third version of the third skill, he can dispel 1 buff from all the enemies whenever he counters or whenever he uses his first skill. Like, what? Yeah, that's how effective he's gonna be. And counter set is obviously gonna be my favorite set on him. But if you are really gonna make him even more better, then you can go with the Desperation rune. Just imagine that like he has all of his skill AoE type. That means the Desperation rune is gonna work on him very effectively. All right, and especially with the counter being on his third passive first version, this is too good. Like every time he counters or whenever he is attacking, there's always going to be a good chance that at least 1 or 2 or maybe even 4, all right, opponents are going to get stunned and have their energy reduced by up to 50%. This is going to be so effective at crippling. So if you are really going to use the Abyss Lord for the arena contents, then Desperation rune set is gonna help him by miles. It's gonna help him so freaking damn much. All right, so these are pretty much it. Desperation runes are pretty much for the end game content, whereas the counter is gonna be for like early, mid, and like end game content. And defense, I think it's pretty much limited to the like the early game content. All right, and now when we are talking about the 2nd, 4th, and the 6th slot, what should be the primary stat? For this 2nd slot, guys, just go with the defense percentage boost. It's not a speed type unit. Really don't try to compete with the speed type stuff, because he has a lot of counter to just compromise with his low speed, and he doesn't really need that speed at all, especially if you have counter sets or like counter rune set equipped to him. Whereas for the 4th slot, you can easily go with the defense percentage boost again, because like with more defense percentage boost, it's gonna have more defense, that means and more damage, and obviously more endurance as well. And the next one is gonna be the 6th slot, where you are supposed to give him the hit percentage boost. Yeah, because like he's gonna be very busy in inflicting that burn dot on the opponents, and in order to inflict the opponent with the burn very effectively, he is gonna really need a lot of hit percentage stat, or let's say the accuracy percentage stat. All right, the hit percentage or accuracy percentage, they are pretty much the same. So try to improve his hit percentage stat, and he's gonna be very effective at landing those burns dot on the opponents pretty successfully. All right, or else you might be missing a lot of the opponent from burning them. So that's the thing right out there. When you are going to talk about the substats, you are supposed to give him the speed boost, defense percentage boost, HP percentage boost, and hit percentage boost. These are the 4 stats that's gonna make him really amazing, giving him a lot of like tankiness that he really needs, because like he's a type of hero that really excels on countering. All right, on countering, guys. And if you really want to make him even better at counter, you can easily team up with the heroes like Druid, and Druid is gonna provide more counter probability to him, which is gonna make him even more effective. All right, so this is pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a lot from this video as well. Please let me know in the comment section below if you have any kind of like disagreement or any kind of like other insights and ideas and criticism about this video or this topic. Then I would really be happy to talk about it. This is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents of my channel, and see you guys in the next video.